गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधा माधव जय राधा माधव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय नृसिंहदेव 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 जय नृसिंहदेव जय पंचतत्व 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 जय पंचतत्व हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल श्रील प्रभुपाद की श्री श्री गुरु परंपरा की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद से अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की, राधा माधव सखी वृंद श्रीमन महाप्रभु की, श्री श्री पंचतत्व की, नृसिंहदेव प्रहलाद महाराज की, समवेत भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिशे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। We are supposed to read from the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 21, Text number 2. Priyavrata Uttānapādau sutau svāyambhuvasya vai yathā-dharmaṁ jugupatuḥ sapta-dvīpavatīṁ mahīm. Priyavrata-ottānapādau sutau svāyambhuvasya vai yathā-dharmaṁ jugupatuḥ sapta-dvīpavatīṁ mahīm. Priyavrata-ottānapādau sutau svāyambhuvasya vai yathā-dharmaṁ jugupatuḥ sapta-dvīpavatīṁ mahīm. Priyavrata-ottānapādau sutau svāyambhuvasya vai yathā-dharmaṁ jugupatuḥ sapta-dvīpavatīṁ mahīm. Janmashtami Prabhu? Mataji's. Priyavrata, Mahārāja Priyavrata, Uttānapādau, and Mahārāja Uttānapāda, sutau, the two sons, Svāyambhuvasya of Svāyambhuva Manu, were indeed yathā, according to dharmam, religious principles, jugupatuḥ, ruled, sapta-dvīpavatīṁ, consisting of 7 islands, mahīm, the world. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. The two great sons of Svāyambhuva Manu, Priyavrata and Uttānapāda, ruled the world, consisting of 7 islands, just according to religious principles. Please repeat. The two great sons of Svāyambhuva Manu, Priyavrata and Uttānapāda, ruled the world, consisting of 7 islands, just according to religious principle. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is also a history of the great rulers of different parts of the universe. In this verse, the names of Priyavrata and Uttānapāda, sons of Svāyambhuva, are mentioned. They ruled this earth, which is divided into 7 islands. These 7 islands are still current as Asia, Europe, Africa, America, Australia, and North and South poles. There is no chronological history of all the Indian kings in Srimad-Bhāgavatam, but the deeds of the most important kings such as Priyavrata and Uttānapāda and many others like Lord Rāmacandra and Mahārāja Yudhiṣṭhira are recorded, because the activities of such pious kings are worth hearing. People may benefit by studying their histories. Priyavratottānapādau sutau svāyambhuvasya vai yathā-dharmaṁ jugupatuḥ sapta-dvīpavatīṁ mahīm. The two great sons of Svāyambhuva Manu, Priyavrata and Uttānapāda, ruled the world, consisting of 7 islands, just according to religious principles. So, Svāyambhuva Manu is the Manasputra, the son produced from the mind of Lord Brahma, Manasputra. Brahmaji at the beginning produced 4 Kumaras, and then they didn't agree to cooperate or help him to spread the number of living entities. So then he produced 10 more. Lord Brahma produced 10 more sons from his mind. like Pulasta, Pulaha, Angira, Marichi, Vasishta, Bhrigu, etc., etc. So these 10 sons were produced, and also Narada Muni was there. And Narada Muni was told, please help me to expand number of living entities. Narada Muni said, oh well, it's not going to happen with me. It will be disturbing my sadhana. So he rejected. As a result, he was also cursed. As a result, he had to take birth as a Gandharva and sometimes some other way also. So in this way, then from Lord Brahma's two sides, from right side one male, from left side one female, that is Svāyambhuva Manu and Shatarupa, isn't it? Svāyambhuva Manu and Shatarupa, they were produced. And Lord Brahma indicated them as to be husband and wife. And from them, these two sons, one is Uttānapāda, another is Priyavrata. So also 3 daughters were there, Akuti, Prasuti and Devahuti. So Devahuti Devi was married with Kardam Muni, whose son is Kapil Dev, the progenitor of Sankhya Yoga. And this Priyavrata was very ideal person, very, very ideal person. So Lord Brahma told them, Svāyambhuva Manu told him to get married and increase the number of people. He didn't agree. And in that way, many people were suggesting, please do this, and he would not agree. Finally, Lord Brahma himself had to come and convince him, no, you will not lose your spiritual strength. You help help Svāyambhuva Manu to increase the prajas. So in that way, finally, Priyavrata Maharaj agreed and married, and he found that each Brahmanda, each universe has got one sun, and due to that, half the universe is getting light and another half is not. So he wanted that whole universe should be enlightened by the sun. So he was just chasing sun god with his very brilliant chariot, fast chariot. And he was running and running behind. In that way he traversed the universe 7 times. As a result, due to those wheels, there are some ditches, big ditches are created, 7 ditches. And those 7 ditches became 7 oceans. And those oceans are known as salt ocean, then sugarcane ocean, then liquor, wine ocean, then ghee ocean, yogurt ocean, milk ocean, and water ocean. So these 7 oceans were created as well as 7 DJs are there, but 7 highlands also were there. Otherwise, how the D's will be seen? So those highlands became 7 islands, and those 7 islands are at the present moment 7 continents, isn't it? So in that way, Priyavrata Maharaj, regarding Priyavrata Maharaj, some little more information is there probably. Priyavrata's daughter, Yudhiṣṭhira, was married with Shukracharya. And from her womb, Devajani was born. And then Priyavrata Maharaj gave the kingdom to his son Yudhiṣṭhira, and he left for spiritual life. According to Vishnu Puran, King Priyavrata married Kardama Muni's daughter. Kardama Muni's daughter Kamma, and from him 2 daughters and 10 sons were produced. Out of that, 3 of the sons, they became very much religious, renounced, but rest of the another 7, they were given these 7 islands to rule at that time, at the beginning of creation. In some places, in most of the places, the scriptures are told as mythology. But it's not mythology. It is the guidebook. As we get a guidebook when we buy one machine, how to operate, the basic informations, and the more or less information is given there, so that the machine can be operated nicely and maximum output can be received from that. So similarly, when the creation was made, then the Creator gave the guidebook as well, and those guidebooks are the scriptures, original guidebook. Of course, afterwards there are many more later editions came, but the original edition is the Vedic literatures. So, and then regarding Uttānapāda, we know Uttānapāda is the father of Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj had Uttānapāda had 2 queens. The elder one is Suniti and the younger one was Suruchi. So, King Uttānapāda became so against Suniti, almost she was banished, or she was not given even position of queen. And from her, Dhruva Maharaj was born. And then the rest of the story you know. Let us see what happens if something more is available. So, in the womb of Suniti, there was Dhruva Maharaj, Kirtiman, Ayushman and Bosu. These are the sons of Uttānapāda. And from Suruchi, Uttam was born. And due to Suruchi's conspiracy, Dhruva Maharaj went to forest. And finally, Uttānapāda could understand that it is wrong, and then he gave Dhruva Maharaj all his kingdom, and then he went for Vanaprastha. So Dhruva Maharaj was an unparalleled Vishnu devotee. So in that way, we understand Dhruva Maharaj from Uttānapāda. And in this case, Srila Prabhupada has mentioned some more kings, namely Lord Rāmacandra. So maybe we can try to memorize to think about Rāmacandra, what he did and what he was. So as we know, Lord Rāmacandra was son of King Dasaratha, who was king of Koshal. Koshal is Ajodhya. So then King Dasaratha had three queens, Kaushalya, Kaikeyi, Sumitra. The eldest one, Kaushalya, produced Rāmacandra, Kaikeyi produced Bharat, and Sumitra produced Lakshman and Shatrughna. In that way, there were four of them. They are called as quadruple. Vasudeva, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. So, as they were growing, then when Lord Rāmacandra was 14 years old, at that time Vishwamitra Muni came and requested King Dasaratha, please give me your Ram and Lakshman, because the Rakshasas are always harassing us. They are not allowing us to do this sacrifice and all. Then King Dasaratha said that they are mere children, What do they know? What they can do? If you want, I can send my soldiers. They can go and do the needful. And then Vishwamitra said, no. We want Rāmacandra. In that way he insisted. Then what to do? The great Rishi is asking. So then he sent Rāmacandra and Lakshman with Vishwamitra Muni. And then they went and killed Tadaka. And then they were coming back. On the way, they went to Agastya Muni's place. Agastya Muni? Gautam Muni. Gautam Muni's place. And there, Ahalya Devi, Ahalya was there in the form of stone statue. And by the touch of the foot of Lord Rāmacandra, that statue got life back and became Ahalya. After that, they went to Janakraj's place of Janakpur, Mithila. There was the Swayambhuva of Sita Devi. And no one was able to win Sita Devi. And in the meantime, Rāmacandra went, Ram Lakshmana went, and they did the best. And Sita Devi was so happy to accept them as her life partner. So then, as they were coming back, then Parashuram, another avatar of the Lord, at the same time, he understood that Haradhanu, the bow of Lord Shiva, was broken by Ram, and Parashuram was very much devoted to Lord Shiva. Who are you to break my Lord Shiva's bow? And then they fight. Of course, Parashuram was defeated. And then marriage was there. They came back to Ayodhya, and with other daughters of King Janak and his brother's daughters, altogether 4 of them were married with 4 of these brothers. And then the time came for coronation of Lord Rāmacandra as the king. Everything was arranged nicely. Everything is announced. In the meantime, Manthara, the maid servant of Kaikeyi, she found some clue. And then she convinced Kaikeyi that you should not support this. Rather, your son Bharat should become the king. And at the beginning, Kaikeyi was not to accept. She was very much affectionate to Lord Rāmacandra, and Rāmacandra was treating her as more than one mother also. But due to Manthara, Kaikeyi became crooked. And by the time it came to become morning, she became completely against it. And she went to the room where, after becoming upset, they used to go. And then King Dasharatha was looking for her, and she is not there. Finally, he found she is there with very upset mood. Finally, he tried to convince Kaikeyi, but she was not. In that way, finally what to do? Then this news reached Lord Rāmacandra, and Lord Rāmacandra came and was waiting for his father's order. But he found his father in such a situation that his father was almost unable to speak in grief. He was so much grief-stricken, he could not even speak. Then Lord Rāmacandra understood the situation. He said, yeah, I'm going to forest. You don't worry. As your promise was there, so you promised, you keep your promise, and I will just obey what is the situation. So then he left. Along with that, Lakshman was not to leave Rāmacandra. And similarly, a good wife, Sita, although she was the princess of Janakpur, she said, I am also going with you. It was a big problem. According to Chanakya Pandit, Pathe nari viborjitam. One should not take a woman if one is going for some tour or something. Because difficulties come. But now Lord Rāmacandra could not avoid. And then he went. as they were going, all the Ayodhya people were following them. They will not leave them. They say, we also want to go with Lord Ram, Sita and Lakshman. And they were coming almost 12 kilometers from Ayodhya. And then it became evening. So on the bank of Tamosa river, they took rest. Lord Rāmacandra said, let's go, get out from here. Told Sumantra, the chariot driver, you drive this chariot in such a way that there will be no mark of the wheel, so that they will not be able to understand which way the chariot has gone. So at night they left from there, and Ayodhyavasis left there. And then they came to the place where Nishadraj lives. Nishadraj Kevat. They came to that place, and from before, this Nishadraj knew Lord Rāmacandra and Dashrath and all. And as he found that they are going to forest, he became almost overwhelmed that it is going to be evening. Again, next day, it became almost evening. Where you are going to go? And this is dense forest, and it's dangerous, full of ferocious animals. So you come to my house. Lord Rāmacandra said, no, I am not supposed to go to anyone's house. I am supposed to live in forest. So then the Kevat said that, all right, then you come to my garden. Hope you will like. And then he took them to the garden, and there the Lord liked the place. And at night they fed with some fruits and roots. Lakshman, along with the Nishadraj, was guarding along with other people. And in that way, in the morning, they changed the dress from kingly dress to forest dwellers, and made their hairs matted with the glue of banyan tree. It is said that if the hair is matted with banyan glue, then insects do not go in there. So in that way, from there, they crossed the river. There is a lot of descriptions are there. And then they came to Bharadwaj Rishi's ashram. Bharadwaj Rishi was at Prayagraj. Prayagraj, even today, Prayagraj has got the Bharadwaj ashram, very big property. Bharadwaj Muni college also is there. So there, Lord Rāmacandra and party, they met him and took suggestion where to go. Then he suggested go to Chitrakoot of Dandakaranya. And then they went to Chitrakoot, and there they lived for 11 years. If you go to Chitrakoot, you will find many places. Ram Shayya, where Lord Ram used to take rest at night. And then also Bharat Kuwa. Bharat went there to bring back Lord Ram. By all means, I have to bring Lord Rāmacandra back to Ajodhya with great determination. But Lord Rāmacandra did not agree. So Bharat threw all those ingredients for Abhishek of Lord Rāmacandra to a well, Bharat Kuwa. This Bharat Koop is there. And then from there, Bharat took the wooden shoes of Lord Rāmacandra, put it on his head, came back to Ajodhya. And then he placed the shoes on the throne and he lived at Nandigram. He lived in the cave there. He made a cave and lived there. And used to eat only forest things. As Lord Rāmacandra is eating fruits and roots and like that, he also was leading the same life and waiting for the elder brother to come back. And he told Rāmacandra that if you delay even one day to come back, I am going to kill myself. So then then Lord Rāmacandra quote from there, he was living there, and gradually he was going ahead. Then they went to what's the place? Nashik. They went to Nashik, and there they were staying, but the whole forest was full of Rakshasas. And in the meantime, the sister of Ravana came and found Lord Rāmacandra so wonderful, nice looking young man, and she became very eager to have Rāmacandra as her husband. Tried her best to do that. In the meantime, Rāmacandra hinted Lakshman, just do something. Lakshman cut her nose and ears, and she ran away, went and told to his brothers, Khor and Dushan. They came along with their soldiers. 14,000 Rakshasas came and attacked Rāmacandra, and they fought and killed all of them. And then this became big problem. So Surpanakha ran to Ravana and said that this is the situation. There is some Ram and Sita, his wife is so beautiful, so beautiful. You cannot even imagine. In that way, she gave description of Sita Devi in such a way that Ravan felt, oh, then I should have Sita as my consort. In that way, he became enthused, and then he planned how to do it. Then Taraka's son was Marich. So he told Marich, you do this thing, you become the deer and go in front of Sita Devi's and Ramachandra's place, and Sita Devi will be eager to have you, and then Lord Ram will go, and then I will kidnap Sita. Marich was not agree, but what to do? And he found, okay, I have to die either in the hands of Ramacandra or in the hands of Ravan. So better to die in the hands of Ravan, I will die in the hands of Ram. So he went and allured practically Sita Devi. And Sita Devi sent Ramacandra, please get it. I'll take it to Ayodhya when we go back. It's such a beautiful deer. So then what to do? Lord Ramacandra left for getting the deer, and then he was not caught. So Ramacandra threw arrow, and Marich died and shouted, Sita, Sita, Lakshman, Lakshman. Then Sita Devi thought, it is Ramacandra in danger. So Lakshman, run, run, run. Lakshman says, no, my brother, elder brother said me to be with you. This is forest, dangerous place. No, 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 no. You must go. In that way there was, finally Lakshman had to leave. As Lakshman left, immediately this Ravan came in the dress of sadhu. And then allured Sita Devi practically. And then he kidnapped Sita Devi, took on his chariot and flew towards south. On the way, Jatayu was there, and then he tried to stop Ravan, but in spite of all his efforts, he could not succeed, and he was injured, fell down, almost dead. And then Lord Rāmacandra and Lakshman came back to the ashram, found Sita Devi is not there. Started finding by all ways, but no trace. Finally, after some days, they found one Kavandha. Kavandha means a demon, Rakshasa, without head. The body is there but no head, living. So then that Kavandha caught Rāmacandra, Sita Devi, and like this. He was such a big body. They were in a precarious condition. Finally, Lakshman and Rāmacandra cut off his hands and came out. And then this Kavandha gave his identity. I was cursed by such and such, and I was supposed to be delivered by you. Finally, he was delivered, and then he told, you go and from here, if you go and get help from Sugriv. And also, Rāmacandra found, who's that? Jatayu. Jatayu told that this is the situation. I tried my best, but I could not. Ravan took him. So, finally, Rāmacandra gradually went to, there are many more incidents, and gradually went to south practically, Kiskindha. And there they found Sugriv, and Sugriv was bereft of his wife and kingdom due to his brother Bali. And then Lord Rāmacandra was lost his wife, and Sugriv also lost his wife. So it's of same type almost. So both of them agreed to be together and find Sita Devi. In order to do that, also Sugriv has to get his kingdom. So Bali has to be killed. So Bali was killed, then Sugriv became king, and then arrangement was made for finding Sita. So millions of monkeys of different types came from different parts of the world practically, and then they were thinking how to do, what to do. Finally, as they came to know that Sita Devi has been taken to Sri Lanka, so how to go there? And then who can go there? In that way, they finally found that Hanuman has the capacity to do that. And also some more of the monkeys were able to do that. So Hanuman then jumped to Lanka. And then he was searching for Sita Devi, searching all the palaces of Ravana, full of Ravana's wives, and like that. And then, but Sita Devi was not there. He was almost hopeless. Finally, he thought, oh, there is the garden, Ashok Vatika is there. Let me try. He went and found that, yes, Sita Devi is there. And how to meet her? She is surrounded by the Rakshasas. And then in the meantime, Ravan came and was threatening, sometimes praying, please, 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 you become favorable to me. And then finally, when she didn't agree, threatened, I'm going to kill you. Only 12 months time was there, only 2 more months left. If you are not agree within these 2 months, I'm going to kill you. I'll make breakfast out of you. Cook you and eat. In that way, she was in a very precarious condition. And then Hanuman tried to communicate her. Finally, Hanuman met Sita Devi and said, I can take you on my back to Kiskindha. Sita Devi said, no, I am not going. At the time of that Ravan brought me, that was a different situation, but I am not going to go with anyone else. Finally, Hanuman tried to do something and burned Sri Lanka into ashes. And he was practically successful in spite of some difficulties, but he was successful, and then again jumped back to this side and met Lord Rāmacandra. All monkeys gave the good news. He found Sita Devi. It's already 1 year past. So then finally how to go there? Finally some bridge has to be made. For that the sea has to agree. She was not agree at the beginning. Finally he agreed, and then the bridge was made, and everyone almost took over Sri Lanka. And in that way, finally, there was battle, one after another. Ravan's minister's sons, others, Ravan's sons, one after another, killed. Finally, in the meantime, Rāmacandra and Lakshman also had hard times with the Shakti cell. Rāmacandra and Lakshman became almost dead. They had to be brought back. And in that way, finally, Ravana was killed. Sita Devi was brought back. And there was some Agni Pariksha, fire examination, whether Sita Devi is pure enough. And that too Sita Devi won the exam. Then they came back to Ajodhya, and then they were in the kingdom. In the meantime, Lord Rāmacandra heard that some people are gossiping in a wrong way, accusing Lord Rāmacandra to be henpecked, because Sita Devi was with the Rakshasa for 1 year, and still he is keeping her as wife and all this. People speak all different things. There is no license to their face. So finally, Lord Rāmacandra thought of banishing Sita to the ashram of Valmiki. This Valmiki's place is at Kanpur. So then, also nearby there is this place of Svāyambhuva Manu's place. And there is the Brahmakhuti. There is something like string or some wire. They say that this wire, how far it has gone deep, no one knows. It's called Brahmakhuti. And then nearby there is Dhruvatila. Dhruva Maharaj's house was there at Kanpur. So in that way, finally, at the ashram of Valmiki, Lava and Kush were born, and Valmiki trained them, and one day came to the kingdom of Rāmacandra, sang Ramayana Gan, and they understood this is our sons. They accept them. So in that way, we can remember Lord Ramachandra's pastimes. It's good to remember when, how all these things happened. So it's remembering the Lord's activities is a good thing. Anyway, you know all of this, so still I tried to, examine myself how far I understand. Anyway, so thank you very much for tolerating me. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki.
So thank you, very nice description.
Hare Hare.
So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and our previous acharyas knows that Ravana kidnapped shadow Sita, not real Sita. So why so much fighting and tension, Lords?
Of course it is. At the same time, in the Valmiki Ramayana it is not mentioned that Lakshman gave the line of fire. It's not mentioned in the Valmiki Ramayana. But in some other version, some other yuga, it could have happened. So it is mentioned as this Agni Pariksha, the examination with the fire was done. At the time, it is said when Sita Devi was kidnapped, that fire took away original Sita and gave shadow Sita to Ravan. And when this finally came back and again the exam was there, then Agnidev gave original Sita back to Lord Ramacandra and shadow Sita was gone. It is there, but it's not in the Valmiki Ramayana as such. Yeah.
I was reading Ramayana, and in Uttarakhand, in seventh section of the Ramayana, Uttarakhand, it is mentioned that this lady Vedavati, who was destroyed by Ravana, and then she entered into the sacrificial fire while cursing that I will be the cause of her destruction. So it is said that it is mentioned there in the Uttarakhand of Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana, that she again appeared as a child, and then Ravana came to know that Vedavati had appeared as child, who is the cause of my death. So he kidnapped her, and then he was going to kill her. So I think Yudhiṣṭhira interrupted that, "Arey, what kind of king you are? You are a king and you are killing a child. So better you throw her in the ocean. She will die herself. You don't have to kill her." So this is what Ravana did. He took the Vedavati as a child and threw her in the ocean. And through the way of ocean, she went into the Janakpuri, inside the earth. And when Janak was tilling the field, so from there she came out. And she married to Sita. And then she went to Panchavati. And she was kidnapped actually. She was kidnapped. And she became cause of destruction of Ravana.
Yeah.
So this is mentioned in the Uttarakhand of Ramayana.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thanks for reminding us the lovely stories Ramayana whole A to Z. I have one question from a long time. I didn't know whom to ask, if anyone expert in Ramayana. We say that Kali Yuga human life is 100 years, Dwapara Yuga 1000, then 10,000 years. So how to reconcile our mind saying that Rama was given a punishment only for 14 years in a 10,000 years of span? So it is not a big punishment. I mean, how to reconcile? Are we missing something, the time units or somewhere?
14 years of that age. Treta Yuga, 14 years.
So that means it's 100 times of present year?
Can be. That is not Kali Yuga year. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.